morning, day traders. This is Mike with Ripper Died Trading. Day trading live this morning. There wasn't much of a price change for AMD overnight or this morning. It's right there where it closed yesterday, so I'm not expecting a huge move this morning. So I'm going to try to be super patient and see if this thing can kind of make its way into some kind of long-term trend and we can get in on it a little bit later. I am trying to watch a couple other things right now. One of them being Micron right now. It gapped down pretty good this morning. So I am, let's see. Yeah, it gapped down from 41.06 right now. It's at 40.20, so just going to keep an eye on it. I haven't looked at it anywhere close to the amount of time I've looked at AMD, so I'm getting tired of being a one-trick pony. And the days that AMD doesn't make the move, I'm either losing money or making tiny bits of money, so I really need to find some other stocks to trade. And just in case we decide to jump in, I'm going to have that ready in my little drop down here where I can easily switch to it. Oh, what a crazy day yesterday after I got off and headed to work. SPY just died and took everything with it. We got a little bit of news that had something to do with that, but then everything seemed to start bouncing back. So crazy. We got about 5 seconds to the bell, so let's see if anything crazy happens. We got support at about 23.23. Things just kind of hanging out here, and like I said, and expect a huge movement on this first. And at the open with the way. Well, there we go. We're getting a little bit of movement. 23.23. Bounced right off of it. I wasn't completely watching it, but again, I'm not trying to jump in the first minute anymore for a long while, hopefully. Hopefully never. That was a fun experiment. I had a couple of great days in a row and turned into a nightmare by the end of it. So we're going to try to get to all right. We're short here at 28, 23.28, almost 29. We don't want to see it go much above 30, if at all. We want to see it break through this 23.23 here. Get through it. I really thought about taking it right there just because it is hitting that support and not getting through quickly, but I'll give it one more go. The reason I didn't is everything else seems to be falling right now too, so what do we got after that? After that, we got nothing till 23. really, so $23, so I'd like to get there. Man, I hate these long upper shadows we got right here. Come on, sell off. Get through 23 real quick. 23. That's just starting an uptrend. It's trying to fight back. We got higher lows. Come on, bitch. Just a little fake out. I still don't like this yet. I'd like to see a good little drop here. If I can't get through 20, if this goes down to 23 and we don't get through it this time, I'm going to get out. All right. Kind of got through it. Come on, let's get down there. Let's see. Get through 20 real quick. And then take a dive. No. There we go. Shit. I didn't get my... There we go. Took my partial. I always like to lock it in once I'm up 10. Now I got 10 cents going. So that's nice. My stop price is going to be $23.25 at the moment. Maybe not. Man, I wish I'd had some problems selling right there so I could sell right now. Half of it. Took another half of it right there. And now I'm going to put in a trailing stop probably. Depending on what happens here in the next couple seconds. I don't want to see it get above this 20. I don't want to see 23.25 for sure. I'd like to put in about a 15-cent trailing stop, but I want to get to back down to this 11 to do so. Alright, we haven't seen 25 yet. That's why I didn't want to see it break. We got 250 shares left. So, you know, it's going to have to move a bunch for us to make some good money, so. You know, if this thing can get down to 10, I might even put in a 20-cent trailing stop so I can just... need this to hold it down or I'm going to get out probably. So far, good day. Looking at the daily chart, this thing hasn't broken $23 in a long time, so if it loses 23, it could be 23. It gets through 23.50, it's gonna be on a fall. Oh, we're about to get out. All right. Oh well. We risked a little bit for the big drop, and hang out a little bit and see if there's anything else we can do. I mean, if that thing got a little bit higher, I might consider getting back in. When I got out almost at my, I got out almost at my entry on that last little bit there. That was pretty terrible. Let's check out this MU real quick. Micron. I don't see a whole lot of goodness there right now either. Nothing to... It would have been a good short this morning as well. Just the same amount of time we did this one, so didn't really miss anything. Let's see, SPY's going down. Nvidia starting to climb back up. I hate to... Alright, that's what I wanted to see. And climb back up there and see if anything happens. Oh man, 23.30 would have been where I wanted to short, but it just tapped it and came down. If we don't see anything good right now, I'm gonna go ahead and I might trade some more, but I'm not gonna keep the video rolling for some just slow moving silence. Oops, I wanted to go to this. I was thinking about shorting at $40 and it popped down too quick for me. That would have been a good one on this MU. Move this over. I was thinking about shorting it right here at this $40 mark. It moved down a little too quick before I could get it though. Move this back before I do something stupid. And this is stair stepping a little bit here, like it's trying to go higher. Normally I'd feel like jumping in right here on this line since it held up as support. Now it's holding up as support again briefly, Everything else is going down right now, though, so it's kind of scares me to get in right here. Trying to watch level 2 and see if I can see any big buyers or sellers jump in, but it's nothing crazy yet. Getting up there to 30. My bones tell me to short right now, but and I got we're pretty close to this line of resistance. See, I haven't done it yet, so this is probably going to be a big red candle now that I've hesitated. No, we're getting some buying action coming in. Hit 30 again. That's dumb. I should have got it right there. This thing's about to drop. SPY just is at low a day now. This thing's probably about to bottom's about to fall out of it, and I just missed my entry. But you know, there's so many times I've jumped in thinking based on what SPY is doing and everything else is doing, and this thing does the total opposite. So I'm just having the feeling right now that this thing is gonna die, but you never know. You never know with this thing. I'm pretty sure that was our golden opportunity right here to get in. Yep, it was. See, I'd be already at taking half of it off right now. That was it. That was it. That was it. I gotta trust myself. The thing, it's so funny when I trade and I'm down and I lose the first one. I have no problem jumping in for the second or third one, but when I win the first one, I'm such a pussy about losing what I've made already that it's hard for me to get back in. And that was what I sat here forever thinking, and normally it doesn't give you that long to think about it. I had forever to think about getting in right here, and it was perfect, right on the line. Every time it popped up, we got that upper shadow, pushing it back down. We talked about, man, we want to get closer to 30. We had a chance here, and it went really quick. So glad we didn't. I mean, this one perfect, and now it's gone. Perfect trade. And everything else just falling off the roof right now. So, yeah, that was definitely the time to get in. I'm looking over at Micron right now, and it hasn't come back since when I was thinking about getting in at 40. It's gone down 25 cents already. Whew. I gotta start pulling the trigger a little bit quicker. It wouldn't suck to see this thing just rocket back up to about 27, one candle. Maybe I could get back in. I wouldn't want to get back in this thing unless I could get it above 25 though. At this point, it's just super overextended to the downside. It could realistically pull back 10 cents any second with the way this thing has the potential and how much it's oversold right now. So the gambler in me thought about, you could buy right here at this 23.11 where it bounced last time, which you got a tiny bounce right now, but I don't like to roll like that. I would have to see it come back up and then tap it again and start coming back up for it. It would make sense for me. Alrighty, let's zoom it. Get a little more. Here we go. That was a fun first trade. I was a penny or two away from cutting it right here, and then it made the move we were looking for. This is probably just a little pullback that we could get back in if we were wanting to. This is 22. Yeah. That 19 would have been okay. I would have, like I said, I really would rather get to 25 to get back in short. Wow. That split second I hesitated on this one right here, right at 40. I was thinking about getting in there. That thing's gone. Gotta come in with more conviction. And right here, that was just a little pullback like we were thinking. 19 looks like it would have been a pretty good entry so far, but it wasn't enough. It was too high risk reward for me. I have a feeling this thing could come all the way back to 23.30 before it jerks down the rest of the day. You never know, but another reason too is, so this thing getting through $23 is going to be pretty tough in my opinion. So at this point, if we get in right here, we got 19 cents is the most that you're looking to get with that 23. I mean, it's going to have to ram through that thing hard to get through, and it might just blow right through it, but I'd rather get in up here where I have 30 cents, or that way I can make a better decision when I get there. That way I have some profit too when I get there, where I'm not afraid to sell if it doesn't go through it. Some of my biggest mistakes is where I get in, like right now. If I were to get in short right now, we got 10 cents to $23. Would I sell right at 23? Probably not at this point. That'd be, because it's going to bounce off it so many times. It's going to be hard to get that full 10 cents. But that this entry that we were too chicken to pull the trigger on is looking great right now. Would have been able to take half of it off right here with about, would have got about 12 cents pretty easily, and keep wanting 23.23 to hold, which it's nowhere near that right now. So we'd just be sitting here going for the ride, and it would be easy for me to close the trade out or even just take another half off once we get closer to 23, but we just didn't have our big boy pants on this morning. What's crazy is had I got in right here, that would have been a better entry than I got right here, because I got in at almost 29. It was like 20, yeah, 28.7. I'm going to sit here for a couple seconds and see if we can the reaction to 23 with you guys, and I'm probably going to close out the video. It's heading there quick. Everything's dying. Yeah, when I was watching this too, as it was at 23.30 and it bounced down a little bit, then it started coming back. I looked up, and at that second, SPY had printed a pretty good red candle, and I'll show you real quick. Let's see. Yeah. So this red candle, I think it's this one. Yeah, this one started to bloom, come down here, and shortly after that's when we started this right here. So I had chart confirmation. I mean, this is beautiful price action for shorting. It tested it a bunch of times, so that alone should have let me know to jump in. Then I saw SPY dump. Should have been easy short, but I got scared. Then we saw this little pullback here. I call this as being a good pullback, but I didn't jump in there either. So we got our 23 here. We got our big bounce like we expect. Well, that's not exactly huge, but we got our bounce like expected. Part of the reason that I didn't get in here, I expected a 23 to be a tough little spot. You know, I have no crystal ball, but I feel like we'll have to hit this thing at least 2 or 3 times to break through 23. I wish I'd have been watching a little carefully. I would have liked to see how many people were stacked up right there. Stacked up to buy. What's it? This thing got the low was 23.01. Very rarely do you see it just blow through a whole number on this stock. You could to see if this was going to get there, you could have had a buy order at 23.02. You would have made 10 cents already, and have just a very tight stop. You know, 22.98 maybe, just 4 cents. Risk 4 cents to make. Right now you're, you know, almost 15. SPY bounced same area, Nvidia as well. Alright, we're being a little silly. We're going to jump back in here, see what happens. We want this thing to hold 20. Below 20. And it's a terribly wrong decision, apparently. Hold it down again. Let's go back down to 23. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm just going to take my profits when we get there. Should have waited a little bit longer to get that 23.20. I got in there at 23.16, which is terrible compared to what I was trying to get. 18 would have been better for sure. 20 was where I was. Could have waited a little bit better to get there. Right now we wouldn't be risking any money really. Hold it down, 20. I'm putting in a sell for 23.23 in case this thing pops on me and it gets me out real quick. Uh, 23.24 apparently. There we go, that's what we wanted. Get down there. Yeah, SPY is starting to go back down, so is Nvidia, so is Apple. We're back to our entry, which was a bad entry. We wanted a little bit higher up than that. I need just one washout candle real quick. Let's go. Die. See what I lit, my bad decision earlier, not getting in here, talked me into getting in here. Which, I mean, this isn't a terrible entry. I got in a little lower than I wanted to, but at the same time, had I got in at 20, okay, I'm out now. Well, shit. What did I say earlier? That I thought it could get back up to 23.23 or 23.30 before it broke 23, and then as soon as I said that, I did something against that, and just watching level 2. Wow. So we definitely got in the wrong time. That's crazy. This thing just went on a 40-cent run. Got beat up and then gone. So I'm looking for like a wall right here of sellers, but I don't see one yet. They're starting to stack up there at 40, 41. So at this point, we're going to let's check the reaction right here at 23.30. See if we come down and touch it and bounce. Maybe we can get in long. Kind of leery to get in long after this monster run here, though. You feel like after 40 cents, it's due a little bit of a washout. I'd kind of rather get in about this 23 area. So yeah, had a good first trade, didn't take a good second trade, and because of that, feeling like I missed out, took a not so great third trade. It wasn't bad. It just didn't work out. And so, you know, if I'd have been a man and taken this one, I probably would not be trading anymore. And so, been up pretty decent for the day. Okie dokie. Well, I think I'm not sure if I'm done or not yet, but I don't know if I'm going to keep the video rolling just to keep it shorter and less boring. Wow, it's taking off. So my leeriness to get in here is that we got 23.50 right above us. So that is a area of resistance that could knock us back down, same as this 23 did. Check what this thing's doing here. It's made the same move that AMD did. It's starting to get a little weak though. No. What's the spread on this? 1 cent, that's good. We're shorting this one right here with, damn, we're down quick. Putting in a sell order. This thing can't drop pretty quick. We want to see this thing wash out. It's had trouble right here, lots of upper shadows right here at this 40. I don't know, this is pretty shitty buy. I just was thinking at this, where I didn't short at 40 last time, I was like, oh, it's at 40 again, but we've got nothing but an uptrend right here, so we'd be really lucky to call this, pick the top of this move right now. Yeah, we're screwed. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. I don't know why I didn't remember. I could just change this to show you me getting crunched. There we go. Got crunched. I'm out. That was dumb. I so badly want to try a different stock that I just did some stupid shit there, guys. I was better off shorting this right here. Yeah, by looking at something different there, I found myself in unfamiliar waters, and I broke one of my biggest rules, and you don't short in a downtrend. Or sorry, you don't short in an uptrend, and that was a very good uptrend that was happening there. We had been making, looking at it, it's just higher lows the whole way. You know, if this thing could have popped down first, so of course it's going to drop now that it kicked my ass, but where did it take me out at? At 09. So I was good to get out where I did, but shit, I'm about to do something messed up there. I was still on MU. So going back, you could have easily, when you look at where I shorted Micron, it was an easy buy looking back at it, because it was forming support right there. I was just, taking a flyer that it was going to reject at 40 again. Well, I don't know if you guys saw that, but I jumped in long at 23.33, hoping that we'd hold this line and we go on our next leg up. Come on now. About to have to get out. Can I pick them or what? This is why a lot of times I don't trade after I win the first one, because I miss good trades and then I force myself into bad ones. I don't think this isn't a bad trade. We're in an uptrend, we're at a level of support, we're about to break it, and then I'm going to lose. We just need to start our uptrend. But what did I sat there and told you I'd rather be right here. But what I do, I bought right here. I need to start listening to myself. We might not ever get here, but the risk reward's way better right there. just seemed to go now. Yeah, I just peeked over at Micron. It hit 29.90, you know. It started going down there a minute after it popped on me. Come on. Let's go see 50 real quick. Come on. You can do it. Let's make one of those 40-cent runs we just saw. We got to get higher if we're going. We don't need any pullbacks yet. We haven't got high enough. Eat through 37. They're stacking up there. Come on. You got it. Get through 37. Now we're stacked at 36. We got to get through that now. Every time we go down, they stack up a little lower, but we got through that quick. Sweet. Just squeezing on their asses. Let's go. Let's push through 40 now. No. 40 gonna hold us down. One last push. This is not looking good to me. Every time we go down, we get stacked. They stack up a little higher each time, or a little lower. They're stacked at 36 now, so we're gonna have to get through 36 to break back up. Got this thing set to auto sell at 28. That's where we're about to hit. Yeah, SPY's rolling over right now, so we're out. Man. I can't win for losing. Now my Micron trade's working out perfect. I just didn't give it enough time. Of course, it just ripped 20 cents on me in one candle, and then it went back down and stayed down. So this is where originally I wanted to get in long, but now that I've dicked it up. It'd be hard for me to get in. Plus, we're in a downtrend now, too. It might bounce here, but now I'm kind of interested in shorting at 23.30. Where are we at here? 30. We're shorted 23.27 right now. We want to get through this 23.22 area badly. We've got a stop set right now at 23.33, which should probably be 23.34, but of course that would mean it got above. We just want to see a quick breakdown here. Looks like SPY's going down, Nvidia's turning, Apple's been on its way, so let's get through this. Let's go see 23 again, and then I'll be done. It's not wanting to get through there, though. Come on, sell off. Smack it in the face, 23. 23.30. Knock it down. Stack up and knock it down. God damn it, man. Go down. I'm surprised it didn't take me out there. Just die. Again, had I waited to get this right here, is, you know, I got filled at 23.27. If I got closer to 23.30. Oh shit, I don't even have it. I could have swore I put in a stop. Well, shit. I gotta get ready to get out of this thing myself, maybe. Oh, I didn't have my position. Well, no wonder it didn't take me out. I might have got lucky if this thing goes down, because it should have taken me out right there. That would be hilarious if it should have taken me out, and I end up making a bunch of money on this thing. Would be hilarious. It should have taken me out when it got to 23.33. Now I've got it in at 23.33 for sure this time. I see it up there. I just forgot to hit the positions button, so it rejected it. I didn't double check to see. Freaking hilarious. So we definitely want to get below 23 here if we do make it down there, but it doesn't look like we're stair-stepping up for another run apparently. Yeah, that doesn't look good on any of this. They're all starting to bounce here. We're gonna need a pretty good little red candle here, or I'm in trouble. But, you know, I should have already been out, so this is borrowed time anyways. In all reality, I really think this thing is going to go down, but I'm tired of losing. I'm out now. Motherfucker. Now that I'm really out, it'll rip down. Alright, guys, I am done for the day. Terrible, terrible. I love starting out great and finishing terrible. Another exclusive video on what not to do. We went short right here, which was great, and then we talked about this being a great short and never took it, and it was even better than the first one. And then because we missed this one, we took this one here, which in all honesty was not a bad place to get in. But it didn't work out. So while we were not watching any of this, we went over to Micron and lost a quick $100. Then got back over here and tried to go long on this, which was a decent area to go long. But before we took the trade, we talked about how this would have been a better spot. Well, right now, if we got at 22, we would have hit our profit target already, or we'd have sold half of it and been good. So we've got to stick to our plan. First plan worked. Second plan, we too big of a pussy, didn't take it. Did something else because we didn't take the first one. I don't know what I was doing. Got bored and tried something else, which was terrible. Terrible time to short in that stock on MU. So then got back here. Talked about how this would be a great place to buy, but bought here, lost. And then we went short here, which, it took me out to the penny right here. And when I set this stop loss at 23.33, what did I say? It should probably be at 34. Well, had I put it to 34 right now, would have been taken out either time, and we'd be winning in this trade right now. So it's one of those things where I am I'm making a lot of sense. I'm just not following my own ideas. I mean, nobody's watching this live, but if they were and they did what I told them to, they'd be killing it today. But I'm not doing what I'm telling me to do. So, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna watch this for a couple more seconds just so you guys can hear the agony when this thing breaks through right here. Alright, are we gonna do it? Are we gonna make me cry on the air? So, down 190 today. That's no good. Especially when it started out plus 100, let it come back. Well, and then I just gave $100 up to Micron for no damn reason. All right, here we go. Just to show you how terrible it can be. There it goes. So, like I said, this was a good area to get in. Of course, I jumped the gun and got in at 27, which caused me to put a stop lower than it should be. And then I talked about it needing to be at 34. Well, if it had been at 34, I'd still be in the trade. And good things would be happening right now. Yeah, because I mean, right now, this is at 25. Hell, my entry's right here. I could have easily been in right here. And so that would have been 3 cents of pain. That would not have been a big deal. Alright, guys. Before this thing really dies and I really do cry, I'm going to get off here. So, do what I say, not what I do. That is the lesson for the day. And I need to start listening to what I'm saying because it made a lot of sense. But I, too impatient to listen. So, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the morning.